Hey ho und willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Genshin Impact WM 21:9 und vor 7 Episoden ungefähr ist halt Version 2, ich sage immer 2.8, 2.9 würde ich sagen, aber nein, 3.0 released worden und haben ein bisschen schon was erlebt, haben auch ein paar neue Charaktere getroffen, haben auch die Story angefangen, damit wir Coley kriegen können, auch von ihr eine traurige Vergangenheit und auch über ihre Krankheit etwas erfahren, haben aber auch in den ersten 2 Folgen auch erstmal die Zeit investiert, hier ein bisschen die Karte zu erkunden, damit wir darauf achten können, was für Pflanzen gibt es. Gegner attackieren jede Gegner, tun sie zum Beispiel nicht. Spielelemente, neue Reaktionen mit den Dendron-Element und so weiter und so weiter und so weiter. Schwierig zu erklären, viel erlebt, aber auch die Storyline auch mit den, ich würde jetzt nicht sagen Halluzinogene, aber mehr so wie, die benutzen Weihrauch, um träumen zu können, oder sowas in der Art zumindest, weil Erwachsene können hier nicht träumen, weil sie nicht mehr glauben und so weiter. Wenn ihr selber sehen wollt, oben rechts auf das i-Symbol klicken und wir haben solche Google Glasses bekommen, die sehen wir hier leider nicht, die werden hier an der Seite so eingeblendet. Ach, die haben doch welche. Genau, das hier, diese Google Glasses für Arme aus Sumeru. Und das Problem ist, das hatte ich auch schon in der letzten Episode ein bisschen bemängelt, die Leute, wenn man eine Frage hat, die Leute benutzen das Ding, kurz Ruhe und kriegen dann eine Antwort sozusagen in ihren Kopf projiziert. Nur die haben halt diese Mentalität, was ich teilweise bei den Jugend von heute so ein bisschen kritisiere, dass die so, ich kriege keine Information, dann interessiert es mich nicht. So nach dem Prinzip. Dann haben wir wollen ja die Kusanali besuchen, da diese niedere Pflanzenarken-Ding. Und haben jemanden getroffen, die tatsächlich halt diese Person glaubt, weil alle anderen glauben halt nicht. Und wir haben sie geholfen, sie zu flüchten, denn als sie gerade uns berichten wollte, musste sie laufen, denn die beiden suchen sie nämlich. Wir haben sie, oder Paimon hat sie extra in die Irre geführt. Und ja, jetzt laufen wir nochmal zu ihr. Vielleicht kriegen wir jetzt die Informationen, die wir brauchen, denn wirklich keiner hat eine Antwort drauf. Und da wir diese Google Glasses ja auch haben, aber wir ja keine Antwort bekommen haben, dann, naja, gut. Aber auf jeden Fall ist es Dunjarst.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
Wie wäre es, wenn wir uns irgendwo verstecken?
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
So, und das sind die besagten Verfolger von ihr. Aber gut, warte, kann ich auch den Namen sehen? Genau, Söldner der Goldbrigade. Da hatten wir auch bereits in der letzten Episode etwas erfahren darüber. Und ja, wie gesagt, deswegen lohnt es sich allein jetzt hier oben rechts auf das i-Symbol zu klicken, um die Playlist zu erreichen. Denn es ist halt so viel, das zusammenzufassen und so, schwierig. Aber es würde sich lohnen für euch, definitiv. Ach, hier drin ist es.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
Dunyarzad, ist alles in Ordnung?
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Uiuiui. Also auf jeden Fall, der Charakter gefällt mir. Also die Details, die erinnert mich ziemlich stark an hier, Xinjiang. Nur ein bisschen erwachsener, aber vergleicht mal die Kleidung von ihr und von Deya. Also sie hat jetzt zwar viele Details, hier so Kleinigkeiten, die Spikes, hier die Dings, die Seile, hier die paar Knöpfe. Aber bei Deya eben, holy, da waren alles, okay, Gold und so weiter. Klar, passt zu der Farbe, aber hier eine Kette, da war was am Arm, hier was größer so. Also da hat sich wirklich jemand krass viel Mühe gemacht. Die wirkt auch so ein bisschen, als wäre sie normal, erwachsen wirkend, aber auch ein bisschen frech, so in die Richtung. Weil die wirkt auch so ein bisschen frecher, aber auch noch normal so. Bin ich mal gespannt, wie es ist, diesen Charakter mal zu testen und so weiter. Aber gut, wir wollen ja in der Story ja weiter.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Schon gut, wir essen dasselbe wie du. Oder schon gut, wir können selbst zahlen. Ja, das zweite logischerweise. Aber das ist das, was ich eben meinte. Hier, schaut euch mal die ganzen Details an hier an diesem Charakter. Voll krass.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. Guess Paimon will settle for something ordinary.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass.
Gar nicht nett. Es sieht verkohlt aus. Okay. Ich kann mich noch an die Schleimgerichte erinnern. Ich glaube, das war Folge 3, 4 so in den Dreh. Auch schon ewig her. Aber Paimon kann beim Essen wählerisch sein, wie erstaunlich. Und normalerweise, wenn es ums Essen geht, Schätze und Mora. Da ist sie immer krass drauf.
Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendroarchon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I knew everything about you.
Really?
Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt.
Wow, you really do know everything.
Dunyarzad, is there anything you want?
What? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything.
Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen.
But can you make my illness go away?
Oh. I'm sorry, but I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Then, can you be my friend? After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Tevat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Tevat.
Und du denkst, dass diese Stimme die der niederen Herrin Kusanali ist?
Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zero's festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Können wir auch mitkommen?
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ach Gott, ey. Interessant, wie es sich alles aufbaut. Irgendwie habe ich noch nicht so ganz den Eindruck, ja, beziehungsweise wie ich das alles einordnen soll. Denn vergleicht mal die Regionen. Mondstadt, ruhig, einfach, so, alles in Ordnung. Nette Leute. Liyue schon so ein bisschen rauer, aber auch nicht unbedingt negativer. Und dann Inazuma komplett verschlossen und, naja, die Story kennt ihr ja normalerweise. Und hier ist es nochmal ein bisschen anders. Vor allem, ach, da ist etwas, direkt mal nehmen. Diese Ideologie mit den, ja, wenn wir die Information nicht kriegen, dann ist sie nicht wichtig. Gleichzeitig aber halt auch die Probleme mit den Krankheiten, weil wir hatten ja Colli ja getroffen, die auch eine schwere Krankheit hat. Und jetzt hat sie auch noch Probleme. Hauptsache im Baum, ey. Das ist ja richtig nice hier. Hatte ich auch schon vor einigen Folgen gesagt. Das ist eigentlich eine richtig gute Idee, Gebäuden in Pflanzen zu bauen. Ist zwar unglaublich aufwendig und teurer, aber es bringt so viel mehr. Zack, zack, Dämmerfrucht.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, But everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Ehrlich zu sein, nein.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzerus festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay, dann zeig uns mal alles, was ihr vorbereitet habt.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Warum kam denn niemand, um das Problem zu lösen? Und jetzt sag mir bitte nicht, dass Google Glass gesagt hat, wir brauchen keine Reparatur.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sabzerus festival anymore. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sabzerus, the most important performance at the Sabzerus festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sabzerus festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful padisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
Klingt so, als hätten sie Spaß gehabt.
Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that... I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real body Saras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz festival? Will you two be coming?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea.
Du willst doch nur Spaß haben, oder? Oder du willst nur Nilo tanzen sehen, nicht wahr? Ich glaube, wir alle wollen sie tanzen sehen, oder?
Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Gut, wir sind uns einig.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sabzeruz festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
So, okay, die können wir alle anquatschen. 3, 4, 5 Stück. Oha, okay, fangen wir erstmal hier an. Ich will sie als Highlight haben. Weil von ihr kriegen wir bestimmt auch richtig krasse Informationen. Shrimati.
Dancing at the Sabzeruz festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Sabzeruz festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Ja, wir wissen auch, wer gespendet hatte. Swuff. Okay, was für ein Name. Au. Klingt gut. Alter, der ist ja nur am Bellen. Aber das war doch beim anderen... Da gab es doch dieser Shino Ibu... Boah, wie heißt das? Dieser Dogecoin-Hund da. Der hatte dort... Warte, wie hieß der nochmal? Der hatte hier so ein Schwert hier an seinen Schwanz gewickelt. Und hat sogar gegen ihn gekämpft. Naja.
Whoa, what's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander? Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Ja, ist mir gerade erst aufgefallen. Die hier. Die sieht doch fast aus wie bei... nicht Inazuma, sondern Liyue. Da hatten wir doch im ersten Laternenfestival, glaube ich, auch mit jemandem zu tun, die so fast genauso aussah. Aber die Charaktere sind ja eh immer sehr generisch. Was liegt denn hier sonst noch? Kann ich das aufheben? Achso, ne, ist ein Teil des Banners. Farhat.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Ja, hier nach oben. Oh, die Kamera gerade wieder so gemacht. Ach, sie wieder. Ja, okay. Vor allem, ich überlege gerade die ganze Zeit. Das sieht wie Wasser aus, ne? Also, da müsst ihr mal vorstellen, wenn die Wasserregion kommt, oder vielleicht ist sie ja schon released, da sehen die alle so aus. Na, bin ich mal gespannt.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Ah, das hätten sie animieren können. Da wäre ich jetzt neugierig. Weil das ist mir auch aufgefallen beim Gespräch. Weil alles ist so relativ hellbläulich, also so hier maritim. Gut, die Frisur finde ich schon krass, als Kontrast sowas knallrotes zu nehmen. Da muss man irgendwie schon fast an Ariel, die Meerjungfrau, denken, so von der Farbe her. Und dann auf einmal sowas Schwarzes. Die Krone so, okay, so wie bei Poseidon und so weiter. Aber dann das hier? Na gut, fragen wir mal sie, die Bodyguardin, weil die muss auf jeden Fall viel wissen. Die muss ja auch Informationsquellen haben, um Leute suchen zu können oder gut zu schützen oder wie auch immer. Sie muss eigentlich viel wissen aus einer eher andere Perspektive.
Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Tevat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tevat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
Magst du das Fest auch?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that!
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
Und Dunyasat? Boah, ich kann diesen Namen echt schwer aussprechen.
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia!
Hatte ich auch nicht eben gesagt über Dea, dass sie... Okay, die hatte jetzt nicht die Informationen, die wir gehofft hatten gehabt, aber dass sie anders ist. Die hat wirklich so diesen Charakter, wobei sie erinnert mich ja nicht nur an sie, an ich komme auf den Namen wieder nicht, an Xingyan, sondern auch ein bisschen an Baidu. Irgendwie so eine Mischung von den beiden. Aber dass sie halt auch so ein bisschen, naja, sagen wir mal, normal sein kann. Und dann auch immer solche Sachen wie hier Puder bzw. Parfüm. Ich glaube, im Englischen wurde Parfüm gesagt, im Untertitel stand Puder. Gibt es halt beides als hier mit Duft und so, aber trotzdem. Aber ich würde sagen, das lassen wir für diese Episode, weil die Dialoge sind wirklich ziemlich lang wieder. Also, wie es dann weitergeht, werdet ihr dann in den nächsten Episoden sehen. Deswegen empfehle ich euch ein Abo dazulassen, damit ihr nichts verpasst. Und naja, so supportet ihr mich auch aktiv am besten hier auf YouTube. Folgt mir auf meine Social Media Kanäle, die ich ebenfalls verlinkt habe, denn dort poste ich Sachen auch von anderen Spielen. Ansonsten Like, Dislike, kommentiert meine Videos, Fragen, Anmerkungen, was auch immer. Ich versuche es in der Regel auch zu beantworten und würde mal sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.